Great. This boy who just went before me, really, we can help him. And Dev, I think is his name. And with the hearing aid, project. And we can definitely connect him to the right people and help him out. So just wanted to put that out there on the program here. You can connect me with him. I'll be happy to connect him to the right people. Now, hello, friends. There is no denying that STEM in high school is in great demand, and rightfully so. The more we prepare our students for careers in this high growth field, the better equipped they will be for their future. In a future that is increasingly focused on the gig economy, STEM education and entrepreneurship will be more closely linked than ever before. These skills will be applicable in more than just traditional stable jobs. In fact, entrepreneurship skills and STEM education go hand in hand. The competencies required to succeed in STEM, for example, creativity, problem solving, foresight, adaptability, are equally suited for success as an entrepreneur. There is an entrepreneur game out there. I don't know if any of you know about it. It was designed by a real life entrepreneur called Elliot Eddy. And this is a board game, and that it lets players build their own at home or brick and mortar business, complete with startup loans from a bank. It's a game. You'll be preparing all these things, and paydays and all kinds of real world challenges and windfalls to handle through the course of the play. Players quickly learn to deploy skills in math, negotiation, teamwork, and resilience. Eddie designed this game specifically to show kids ages 12 and up that becoming an entrepreneur is a viable career option. While I was an executive director, how did I start with this idea of the GiGa Innovation Aspire Entrepreneur Program? I was the executive director of an organization called TIE. I'll explain to you a little bit about the TIE later. And I launched a program in 2005 to teach high schoolers, grades 8 to 12, how to learn to be entrepreneurs. TIE, let me tell you a little bit of the TIE organization. TIE, T-I-E, stands for the Indus Entrepreneurs. And it was started in Silicon Valley by 3 Indian Americans in 1996. Their goal was to create a network of entrepreneurs who would support each other eventually. Today, TIE is the largest global organization in the world that fosters and supports entrepreneurship through its 5 pillars. 1, education; 2, mentorship; 3, networking and connects with each other; and funding and incubation. While I was the executive director in 2005, I launched the TIE Young Entrepreneurs Program, designed to teach high school students the various aspects of business plan. And we offered the TYE programs students grade 8 to 12. Today, TIE Young Entrepreneur Program is a global program dedicated to fostering future generations of industry leaders and business experts. And TIE has become, TYE, that is TIE Young Entrepreneurs, has become an academy, an entrepreneurship academy where student teams learn and utilize modern concept using customer feedback, iteration, and lightweight business models. Their mission is to inspire, challenge, and empower high school students to become next generation of entrepreneurs. and business leaders. Now, the result is, fast forward, TYE program has impacted 30,000 youth in various schools and worldwide, and 100 companies were started. This gentleman who went before me, Dev, reminds me of this. 100 companies and ideas were started by high schoolers. Now I'm not even surprised about that. And based on this model, GiGa Innovation Center that I started a couple of years ago here in India and in the US, developed the GiGa Aspire Entrepreneur Program. We call it as GiGa AEP, to implement in schools worldwide beyond the Thai ecosystem. The GiGa AEP program includes 3 phases. Phase 1 is an 8-week program where the students meet once a week for 2 hours, either in the school or in an outside facility. And they learn the key aspects of how do you take an idea and develop that into a full-fledged business plan. Then second, now, what are the aspects that they learn in this business plan? Are financial literacy, creative problem solving, planning and resource management, discipline, on specific knowledge, and empathy. I heard empathy a couple of times used in this program earlier. Social, cultural, and ethical awareness, interpersonal skills like teamwork, leadership, etc., decision-making, managing risk, uncertainty, and how to deal with failures, very important. There are many, many entrepreneurs whose ideas fail, but they just don't know how to take that and learn and move on to the next level or start something new. Phase 2 is the business plan building. After the 8 weeks of workshops, students form teams, and each team has to come up with an idea and develop that into a business plan with the help of a mentor. We provide the mentor from the business community, whether it is Thai or regular business community, whoever is ideal fit for that particular team and the idea. And the last phase is the business plan competition. Kids love competition, and also they want to know where they stand. So therefore, we allow the teams to pitch to a jury of business experts, successful entrepreneurs, and investors. Several of our programs that were pitched, over the past few years have received some level of investment from the investment community. I'm very happy to say that. And now we have conducted the GiGa AEP Aspire Entrepreneur programs in over 20 international schools in the past 2 years in India. We would like to take this program worldwide, including US and other countries. So now I am delighted to invite a team from the Carolinas who participated in the TYE Global Business Plan competition, and they won the first place. Hemal, are you there? Have you joined us?
If you give me their names, I'll look to see if they're an attendee. Is it H-E-M-A?
Yes, his name is Hemal.
All right,
Surti,
I will promote Hemal. And is there others?
Yeah, he will introduce his team and he will let you know who they are, because I have no idea who they are.
Okay.
You can connect him.
You're on mute.
Yes, I was. Hey guys, thank you, Geetha, for the opportunity. I believe the Carolina team is here. Vaibhav is the mentor. I am the president of Thai Carolina's youth program. And Arin, Saad, and Mikhail should be in the
Okay,
team.
I see Arin, so I will promote Arin. So what is the other name?
Arin Patel, Saad.
Okay, hold on.
And Mikhail.
And Mikhail. And is that all for just those 3 for right now?
Yes, yeah, they're core team, yep.
I might have just promoted one of the wrong people, hold on. Was Aaron supposed to be here? Okay. Do I have
right.
everybody?
Yep, they are the team.
Perfect,
They
thank you.
made it to finals this year. They were really, they have worked hard throughout as any other team, and I'll let them take the stage now. Thank you.
Second. All right. Good morning and good evening to all. My name is Arn Patel, and we are Cloud9. I'm accompanied by Saad Sheikh and Mikhail Park to talk about our app. As we all know, one of the biggest challenges in today's world is mental health. Mental health disorders can cause significant impairments in your daily life. Did you know over 46% of high schoolers report skipping meals weekly due to stress? Over 33% of high schoolers do not get enough sleep due to stress. And over 29% of young athletes have some form of an anxiety disorder. But did you know student athletes are often under even more immense stress, juggling the pressures of being a teenager, injuries, physical strain, emotional strain, and the academic expectations of students? This is Naomi Osaka, an Olympic tennis athlete. In 2020, during one of her matches in the French Open, she dropped out due to heavy amounts of stress and anxiety. After that incident, she received one-on-one help with sports professionals. But what about student athletes? Can they receive the same type of help as professional athletes? Introducing Cloud9, an app dedicated to high school student athletes to overcome their struggles and challenges with stress and anxiety. Specialized for each sport with a plethora of techniques, advice, and tips that are non-intrusive, more accessible, more organized, self-guided, and contain progressive steps for student athletes.
Getting into our market, we have a major opportunity as our market is not only growing every year, but is becoming more and a more prevalent issue globally. Our total addressable market is 42 million teens. Of those teens, around 8 million are athletes. However, a shocking 2.8 million student athletes in the US feel stress and anxiety. As you can see, these are big numbers, and this is just in the US. Globally, there are over 60 million total athletes. Initially, we will be targeting high schoolers ages 15 to 18, school and club teams as a unit, and soccer, track, and tennis players. We will start with NC, which is ranked 12th in sports participation with over 200,000 total high school athletes. We chose sports based on data survey we collected from almost 400 high school athletes in our local schools. As you can see, soccer, track and field, and tennis were the most answered, with football not too far behind. Almost 50% of respondents also said they were interested in our product.
But we wanted to make sure that our product had professional medical advice and that our solution were built within the app. We contacted 8 of the country's best collegiate sports psychologists from many different schools, including Duke, USC, and ECU. These 8 will serve as our advisors, and they will provide guidance on the type of services that the app will provide. Based on their advice, we developed this basic prototype of our product. As you can see, we have a begin button, and the next panel is where the user is able to select the sport they play. Lastly, we have the third panel, and this is the most important because this is where a majority of our content lies. The blue button is where the user is able to access their progress and goals. The emergency button is for users that are having suicidal thoughts or need one-on-one help with the doctor. They'll be redirected to the suicide hotline and to other local providers. We also have our daily motivational quote of the day and daily survey that the user fills out so we can get a better idea of what they did in the day or how they feel in general. The other features are the ones that are directed closer to the user and different areas of stress relievers. Lastly, our curated videos will be the most sport specific, and our sports psychologists will be in charge of developing and producing these videos. On the left is a picture of our website in which customers can get a better understanding of our company, our mission, and how to contact us. In the future, we plan to make software for computer users, but for now, our website is purely informational. The right shows a video of our current prototype of our app.
We wanted to take it a step further and test our prototype on a potential customer. Bridgebot is a rising sophomore at Green Hope High School who's one of the best tennis players in the state for his age. We worked with him for months, and he said that journaling was the feature that helped him the best. One of his responses is shown on the right. We concluded that we will implement a 2-month free trial so that the users can get a free trial before making a financial commitment.
Here's a basic breakdown of some of our competitors. On the very left, we have Calm, which is our biggest competitor and currently has the biggest platform in terms of mental health apps. NeHealth is a mental health app just for students, and Rosodic is just for athletes. As you can see, these three apps all have their pros, but none of them truly check off all the boxes like Cloud9 does. Cloud9 is much more affordable for athletes and those in lower income situations. We're also specifically targeting high school student athletes with a variety of solutions and daily tracking of progress. Not only that, but we have customizable features for each user because we know that everyone has different coping mechanisms for each situation. Now let's take a deeper dive into Cloud9. As shown in the last slide, we are just for student athletes. We have different solutions for each athlete and give them options to choose from. High schoolers can access this product easily compared to traditional methods. For example, counselors usually take 3 to 5 school days to schedule an appointment with. However, Cloud9 is just a click of a button away. We're also much more affordable than other solutions. Usually therapists cost around $100 to $200 per session, whereas our app is only $299. We understand that not all high schoolers have a lot of money to spend, so we plan to make sure that our app is affordable for everyone. We also have personalized UI with feedback and daily personalized surveys. Lastly, the user is able to track their progress and set goals for themselves.
Here is a basic breakdown of our 5-year plan. In year 1, we're focusing solely on developing the app and establishing our platform. We don't plan to sell or make any money, but still be able to get our name out there. Year 2, we officially launched the app and continue building that platform in counties within North Carolina. Year 3 and year 4 is where we take a major leap. Year 3, we plan to market to the entire state of NC, and in year 4, we plan to market in the southeast region of the US in states such as Kentucky, Georgia, Virginia, and many more. Lastly, in year 5, we plan to go nationwide, and in the near future, we plan to target global expansion. We will gradually add more sport options to make sure that we are reaching out to as many different people as possible.
Now, you may be asking, how will we reach out to these people and get our name out there? We plan to have social media accounts on big platforms that many high schoolers use, such as Snapchat, Instagram, and TikTok. We also did research and we learned that many athletes go to Spotify and other music platforms as a way to de-stress. We plan to use apps like Max Preps and Huddle that are specifically for high school highlights or rosters to market as a direct way to reach athletes. Lastly, we want to attend major events like conference championships or tournaments in person with a booth to give information about our app.
Here we have a basic breakdown of our 5-year financial plan. Let's start with cost first. We broke up costs into 5 major groups that are salaries, licensing, technologies, facilities, and sales, marketing, and advertising. We're going to be able to collect work from multiple psychologists along with the ones we have to make sure that the users have a variety of solutions. Advertising will be the expenses for marketing digitally through social media and through athletic events. These costs are up for change, but now will serve as a basic guide. Moving on to revenue, as previously said, in year 1, we won't have any subscribers, but in year 2, we plan to have 15K subscribers. Year 3, we plan to have 75,000 total subscribers and roughly over 1 million in total revenue. Year 4 and year 5, we keep growing and following our 5-year plan, which puts us at 150K and 300K total subscribers for each year respectively. And by the end of year 5, we plan to have roughly $6.7 million in net profit. Another stream of revenue will be through affiliate links in which we advertise products that help de-stress, like a stress ball, and get a certain percentage of money back from them.
There are some key metrics we plan to use to be able to improve our app and sustain growth through the use of user feedback. These are our 3 future markets for the next upcoming years. Consistently throughout our 5-year plan, we want to add more sports each year, such as football and basketball. Additionally, we want to be able to target different groups of high school students, people such as med students and law students too. Lastly, we want to take our product to the collegiate level of sports and partner with organizations like the NCAA so that we can address this group of people as well.
I hope our product resonated well with you. Let's address mental health one step at a time.
Thank you so much for listening. For more information, you can find us through our email or through other social media platforms.
Hey, Aaron, this is Geetha Ramamurthy. I'm talking to you from Bangalore. Just have a couple of questions. Wonderful, wonderful presentation. And to you and thank you for your team, you and your team. Thank you for being here. I know it's a very early morning for you guys and appreciate you joining us. Now, the couple of questions for you is, can this app, how did you come up with the idea for this app? I mean, beyond the business plan creation? How did you come up with the idea?
Well, we are all like, our entire group are all student athletes. So we have like personal resonation with this app. So that's one of the main reasons why we started this app. We also looked at our friends and family and we saw this as a real struggle. So we wanted to have something out there to help them.
Oh, okay. That is fantastic. And did you go through the TYE program completely in Carolinas?
Yes, absolutely. We joined every session, every video, and it helped us a lot when creating this.
Yeah, it's very, very professionally done. And how old are you guys? You can introduce yourselves.
Well, I'm Arun Patel, and I'm only 15 years old.
Okay. How about you, Michelle? Mikhail, right? Mikhail?
I'm Mikhail Mark. I'm also only 15.
Okay. How about you?
I'm Saad Sheikh and I'm 15 as well.
Okay, that's fantastic. My God, today back in the day, they used to be saying, I'm 20, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm 25, I'm an entrepreneur. Today, I tell them you are too old because we have 15-year-olds, who are real entrepreneurs out there. And one more question I have is, can you use this methodology, technology for non-sports students? The students who are struggling with some, challenges, I would say anxiety challenges and other kinds of health, mental challenges, pressures and stuff. Can you use this for those kind of people?
Yes, ma'am. The idea is that we take these stress relievers and make them sport specific, but our main goal is that they're able to use these stress relievers for anything they have in life and for the future when they go to college or when they have a real job. And this is basically just trying to teach them that, you can get over stress and anxiety. You can go through it with these different, advice and tips that we have within our app.
Yeah, because the reason why I asked you is that's great to know. There was a young man like you in Bangalore who came to me and said that this is what I would like to build. And he saw quite a few of his classmates and other people go through the usual stress, school stress, pressures and all that. Can I build a program? Now, in this case, he doesn't have to recreate a model. He can always come to you guys and you guys can, add to that and add that program. Would you be interested?
Yes, ma'am.
That's great. It's helping out all the students and you will never know. He might help you take your sports program, and apply it into his school or something like that. So it's more like a collaboration effort, right? So I will definitely work with you guys and we can, it's a building process, right? You have the idea and methodology and all that. And I loved your financial projections. It's amazing what you have thought of. And congratulations to all of you. And, thank you so much for attending this program. Hemal, if you are there listening to me, thank you so much for bringing your, your high school students and your team to a world global exposure today.
Absolutely. The caliber of, as you said, entrepreneurship has drastically improved from back in the days, right? They are young entrepreneurs. And I would certainly like to recognize their mentor, Vaibhav. He's also in the audience right now. He has taken...
Is he on the line? Can he come?
Sure. Yeah, if you have.
I'm sorry, what was the name?
Vaibhav. Vaibhav.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have time for a question from me? Do we have time for me to ask a question as well, Geetha?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, so I was just wondering, and I might have missed this in your presentation. It sounds like you did this specifically for student athletes, but I'm wondering about what the difference in stress is between an athlete and non-athlete and whether there is a significant difference and that's why you focused on just one, or if they're pretty close in the types of stress that they have and that you could really use the application for anything, for anybody.
Well, the idea is to have a specific market, which is student athletes, and they do go through more types of stressors because of the fact that, hey, they also have the physical aspect and the emotional aspect, that winning mentality that they have. But the baseline stress relievers can be used for everyone. And that's what we want to try and show to different groups of people, like we said earlier, med students, law students, and just students in general as a whole.
So do you think in the future you would even clarify those buckets a little more, where you would have athletes, you would have, people in the medical industry, you may have other specific types of jobs or people working those jobs addressed differently, or you would just have an athlete versus a non-athlete version?
No, we definitely in the future want to segment it differently based on different things that people go through. So as you said, like med students, law students, or other types of jobs, we do want to categorize them so that way they can get specific help or treatments that help them the most.
Yeah, I really love how you didn't just come up with an idea and put down some thoughts. I mean, you guys took it from beginning to end, and that's a lot in a short amount of time. So kudos to your mentor there and to all that supported you and that helped you, and to your brilliance, of course, as well.
Yep.
Thank you.
Vaibhav is here too. Vaibhav, would you like to say something about the team? They have been awesome throughout the process.
Yeah, sure thing. And I apologize for the little bit of the background noise. I'm in an outdoor space, but again, I also want to just acknowledge this team for thinking through the problem statement. It wasn't just a simple app that they wanted to develop. The app is just a means to deliver on the problem statement. And I think what excited me about being the mentor for this team was that, they're looking at something like, there are solutions out there to help people with their stress, but how do we make it more affordable? How do we make it more accessible? How do we make it accessible to, at least initially, the student athlete population? Because these guys are all student athletes, right? They're thinking of themselves, they're thinking of their peers, they're thinking about those around them that they see regularly as a starter. But just like you heard from them, this can be taken to many other types of personas. And again, what I also appreciated as a mentor was that they thought through this. They didn't want to solve for everything all at once. As a entrepreneur, you always want to think about, what is a good place to start? Where can you start delivering success in a defined and a controlled manner, which then allows you to create more of an expansion plan? So I really was excited when they thought through this, started with the student athlete population, thought about the problem statement as being, how do we make this more accessible, affordable? And they've come up with a plan that is very, very executable and very deliverable. So I really appreciated being their mentor. And I know this team is going to go far in their endeavors.
That is great. Vaibhav, thank you so much. Hemal, thank you so much. And the entire team, thank you all so much today.
Awesome. Thanks for the opportunity, Geetha and Julie.
Thank you. Thank
All right.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
We'll
Bye.
drop off now. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, sure. Now I'm, friends, now I'm delighted to invite a team. The name of the team is called Scout from the Bangalore chapter of TIE, and that won the first place in the TYE Bangalore business plan competition last year. So Siddharth, are you there with us? His name is Siddharth.
I will promote.
Yeah, and he has 4 other people or 3 other people. Siddharth, can you come and mention the names of your team members, please?
There he is. He was in transition. It takes a minute to transition.
Yeah.
Hello everyone.
Hi, Siddharth.
Geetha here.
Hi.
Hi, my teammates are also there in this meeting.
Okay,
Please,
you tell me who
Yeah,
they are.
mention their names so she can let them in.
yes, Advait Verma.
I'm sorry, Advet. Okay, hold on.
Yes.
All right, and who else?
Is there Ayushi in the meeting? AYUSHI.
I do not see that name. I have
Okay.
somebody else is letting people in. So Jake must be behind the scenes helping me. Somebody's doing it. Just a minute. Yeah, the only other attendees out there, there's a Thomas Joel, and I think Raphael Pina is somebody different. So if they're not on here now.
Siddharth, mention all the names so that she can look it up.
Yes, ma'am. It's Advait Verma, and Ayushi Menon, and Dhruv Mohan. So these three people
No, I
should
don't
get the
have any of
details.
them.
So they might
Can
be
you
in
ask
the
them
waiting
to-
room. I'll just let them know.
Yeah,
Ed
can you
is the
ask
only
them to
other one
quickly
here.
Yes,
click
I'll
the
just
link?
get back. Yeah.
Yeah, ask them to click the link and get in there.
Okay, ma'am. I'll do it right away.
I think you're running good on time, or at least you're not behind.
Yeah. We are good, running
I'm
good
gonna-
at time. Yeah. So we'll give him 1 or 2 more minutes. So
Pretty amazing
That's-
program, Geetha. For
Yeah.
them to come out of, was it an 8-week program?
yeah,
And that was
8
the
weeks
result
plus
of,
the 12-week program.
yeah,
And,
that's amazing.
Yeah, and they go through the motions of each and every slide has to be crisp and clear because they have to present it in 10 minutes, the whole story. So it's not an easy thing even for us adults. Imagine the 15-year-olds, how they can do it. But every time they deliver, which is really, really amazing. So it all boils down to the kind of training they get, the kind of mentoring they get, the kind of advice they get, through those 12 weeks of program that really amazes them. And our investors, I have heard comments from the investors saying that even adults don't present like this for them, so like that, it's really, really amazing. Siddharth, how are you doing?
Yes, ma'am. I'm doing well, ma'am.
And do you have other people signed up join?
Could we check if Ayushi is in the waiting room?
No, there's nobody else in the waiting room that's with your group. Advait is on this, in the panelist group too, but that's it. And nobody else.
I just need another 1 minute.
Yeah. So we'll wait for a half a minute or so.
So Geetha, while we're waiting, if people are watching this and are interested in learning more about the program, what's the best way for them to get a hold of you or to?
Yeah, they can get a hold of me. For example, I'll give you an example. Anand, one of your directors, connected me to a lady by name Amy, and she's in Ohio. And I had a conversation with her, and she said she's connected with schools in Ohio State. Then I told her about this program. Then she said, I'll be happy to approach some schools on your behalf, and let's work together. So like that, we need people who are connected with the schools, because it is very difficult for us to approach the school leaders, and present this to them. So what we usually do is we present it to the leaders like Amy, and she takes it to the school. Same thing is happening in India also. And then they convince the schools to give us a program. Typically in India, what is happening is they gather all the high school students, about a couple of hundred of them, and then they invite us to come and do a program, live program, and talk to the students about this program. And in the next couple of days, on the 22nd of July, we are going to a very popular school in Bangalore, and they are giving us 500 students. And they want us to address them. And these students will get excited. They go to their parents, and then they convince the parents. So that's the model we are following here in Bangalore.
500 students. That's a lot of problem solved.
Students, but we take small batches, so we'll have to divide them depending on how many want to do this. We have to, put them in smaller batches. So like that, I mentioned it to Amy and said, can you work with us this way? She was very happy to do that. And so we want to take it to the other students also.
Siddharth, are you waiting for AYUSHI?
Yes, she's in the attendees
Okay.
right now.
And then we just moved up.
Good.
So anybody else you're waiting for?
No, Dhruv is here too. So yes.
Very good.
Yeah.
All right.
So go ahead, guys.
Okay, I'll screen share. So I'm going to present our business idea, our pitch deck, and here we go. Hello everyone, presenting to you Snout Scout, preserving the parent-pet bond. Our vision is to bring the pet community closer and make life easier and secure for pet parents and pet lovers. Snout Scout has its very own AI-based brand ambassadors called Zach and Toby, who will act as your personal assistant while using our app and also guide you through our pitch today.
During our research, we found a few problem statements, such as, I want to adopt a pet, but I cannot find verified sources to do so. I love my pet, but I cannot give it a home anymore. I want to hand over my pet to a loving pet parent. I'm unclear on how to upbring my pet. I'm having a hard time understanding my pet's anxieties during these times. What do I do? I'm going to a business trip to Delhi and I cannot take my dog along. What do I do?
So the various problems we came across were scattered resources, lack of information, trouble with authenticity, and trouble reaching out.
Presenting to you Snout Scout, an app that solves all of these problems. You can adopt any pet of your choice and even hand over your pet for adoption. Ever only want the good food for your pet? We have links to different pet shops and different services. Do you want to get your best friend insured? That's not an issue. We will provide all the information you need to do so. Wondered if your dog is vaccinated? Don't worry, we have vet connections and healthcare. Having difficulty in finding a trainer or a sitter when you are going out of town? Your solution is just a few clicks away. We ever had that feeling when your pet is just too cute for existence and you just had to show the world? Well, we've made a social platform just for you. We also have Snout Scout Premium, which gives you exclusive features like discounts on pet products, no ads, and different connections with PetSpas. We will also be dabbling in animal rescue and emergency services.
Our target market is the pet community, which consists of pet owners and animal lovers, and that's more than 2 crore people in India. We also have several surveys in which it's found that Bangalore is the most pet friendly city, and that's where we start from. We have also interacted with several pet owners and pet lovers. We also conducted a survey in which we got majority answers as yes for pet adoption and handing over. 15 questions were asked to the customers to understand their point of view, and we also got many feedbacks as customer validation from all age groups.
Are we going to acquire customers? I'm sorry, am I audible? Hello?
Yes,
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Moving on. We tie up with human resource agencies for walking and training our pets. We've got QR codes to download our apps in different pet shops. We co-brand with companies to promote products. Remember clinics having educational pieces? We'll be doing the same thing as well. We also have pet centers for pet sitting. We're one of a kind. Can we move to the next slide, please? We're one of a kind, so we want to showcase our features extensively. We're bringing in content creators, especially in line with the pet industry, since social media today plays a crucial role. How do we find our customers? We will be conducting regular surveys targeting places like pet parks, pet cafes, and pet events. We also will be conducting educational seminars for our pet lovers and pets. How do we benefit our existing customers? We've got customer benefits like discounts for products and services, referral coupons, customized information, free premium for 14 days. And for the folks who've been with us for more than 3.5 years, we have free premium for them as well. Along with that, we have regular surveys as well as reviews.
Hello everyone, welcome to Snout Scout, the website. Today I'm going to show you guys a basic rundown of what we're about here. As you can see, the website super user friendly. We've got our products, we've got our services, we've got our contact information, everything in the homepage. Now, I'm going to show you guys Book Online. So Book Online is basically our services. So here we have our pet licensing, pet sitting, pet spa, and pet adoption and handover. If we click this little thing here, we will be transported into the magic world of pet adoption list. Here we've got dogs, cats, not horses, but let's just allow it, okay? You can even register your own pet up for adoption, and that was it, guys. Thanks for watching.
Moving
Hello,
on
everyone.
to our finances. Our estimated revenue by the end of 1 year will total up to 25 lakhs. For the second year, it will be 59 lakhs. For the third year, it will be 83 lakhs, and the fourth year, 1 crore 15 lakhs. Our revenue, average revenue per user will be 416 rupees. Customer lifetime value 2080 rupees. Customer acquisition cost is 166 rupees. So the payback period will be 5 months. The initial investment needed to set up SmartScout will be bootstrapped by us, and that will be a total of 25 lakhs INR. Our expenses by the end of the first year will total up to be 38 lakhs. Second year, 47 lakhs, and the third year, 67 lakhs. So, after knowing all this data, will this venture thrive? Yes, because we'll break even by the end of 1 year, 3 months.
Our SWOT analysis. So coming to our strengths, we're a one-stop solution for the whole pet community, and we've got our very own verification method known as the purification. Our weakness is limited experience and a low initial brand value. Our opportunities that were unique and one of a kind. We've got we're converging a huge target market. Our threat is potential legal implications and a low market entry barrier.
This is a year one plan. By January, we have a complete interface ready. Soon, by February, we have pet products, pet centers, vet connections all ready. In the month of March, April, and May, we are going to start marketing and hope to achieve 2,500 users by the end of June. By August, all our features will be launched. And by the end of the year, we look forward to achieving 6,000 users and expand all over the state. Comparative analysis. While researching, we came across a few similar apps in India, and therefore we made a detailed comparison of our competitors with our app. But as you can see, unlike the others, SnowScout has all the features listed in front of you and hence give you the best experience and services. After this analysis, looking at the potential capability of this app, we are assured that we can achieve a lot in this field.
Our relationship with the customers, employees, and clients. We operate because the clients aim for a long-lasting bond between us. We run because of the employees and make sure we find the right job to the right employer. Our app is for the customers, and that's why all our features are user-friendly.
Well, you've heard our problems, but here's what people are going to say after using our app. Hey, I found this cool app called Snout Scout, and now I can easily adopt a vaccinated pet. In Snout Scout, we can hand over our darling pets to a trusted pet parent who can actually take care of our pets. Wow, in Snout Scout, I get all the tips and information I need to upbring a pet. They also give me recommendations for different products and different services. Woohoo! I found a trainer for my pet on an app called Snout Scout, and now I am a proud Snout Scouter. I really had a tough time looking for pet sitters, but now Snout Scout handles everything at such a reasonable price.
So this is the SnartScout team. Anvita Rahul, Chief Information Officer and Head of Operations. Ajit Verma, Chief Innovation Officer and IT Head. Ayushi Menon, CMO and Sourcing Head. Dhruv Mohan, HR and Inspection Supervisor. And I'm Siddharth Kothari, the CEO and CFO. Special thanks to Sukanya ma'am, our mentor, Lakshmi ma'am, who introduced us to TIE Bangalore, and Geetha Ramamurthy ma'am for giving us this opportunity. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, guys. It was a wonderful, wonderful presentation. Can you tell us what grades are you in? And, when did you get started by putting this together?
All right, so I'm in 11th standard right now, and we started with this when I was in 10th grade. Advait Verma is in 12th standard right now.
Your age, Siddharth?
I'm 15 years old, ma'am.
Okay. Advait?
Yeah, so I'm in the 12th right now. We started this when I was just about to get into 11th. I am now 17 years old.
Okay. And Ayushi?
I am 19 currently.
Okay, that's very nice. And how did this idea come to you? Did you see a couple of people around you have these issues? How did it all start?
So when we were a part of TIE Bangalore, we had a 8-day session, and after that we were given 2 months in order to make a business plan. And we thought that okay, if you are having a business, let's solve a big problem, let's solve a worldwide problem. And at that point of time, we looked at many different ideas and situations. We got around 6 to 7 plans, and out of them, this pet thing really clicked us. We had this passion of doing something for pets, of doing something for pet parents, and that passion just clicked, and we knew that okay, it is going to be with pets, it's going to be preserving the parent pet bond, and Snarskar started then.
Okay. So now I have a question because I asked this question to you, Siddharth, yesterday or day before. You were saying that, yes, you are a little more focused right now on graduating from high school and getting into a university very soon. I'm sure your teammates are also in the same situation. How do you take this business or a program forward? You need a good team and you need some advisors, mentors, etc. How do you plan to take it forward?
Can I answer this?
Yes, please, Ashley.
So initially, when let me give you a little of a backstory. When we were coming up, we were working on this plan for like about 2 months continuously, day and night, just having calls and working on it. It came to such a point where we actually wanted to launch this and everything. And we even got people from outside, like expertise, get on board with us and, they were giving us amazing feedback. In fact, I'm from Pune. I did come to Bangalore and, we even during our internship with this pet company, we got a lot of insights and we plan, even if we plan on taking this forward, which we really want to, I think that the fact is that just our experience and just talking to people who are in this field and putting in our own ideas as to how we want to execute this is how we want to move forward. We have a lot in mind. So yeah, over to you, Siddharth.
So there are two pathways in front of us. Make time somehow out of college, out of school, handling both of them parallelly and starting off Snout Scout. There's another method in which people can help us start Snout Scout, experienced people who know how to start businesses, people who know about startups, taking their help. And once we reach a stage where we are out of college, we have the time and resources to take over the company, we can take over at that point of time. So yes, these are ideas to think about, and actually after this meeting we were going to discuss about it. We were going to figure out a plan for us on how to go out. So yes, it's something to think about, but we are still passionate about it, and the passion keeps increasing second by second.
Yeah. Oh, that is great. I just want to put a thought with you on the table. I like your idea of having somebody else, maybe another, entrepreneur or a startup entrepreneur, somebody else kind of work with you by collaboration with you and initiate this process, take it to the next level, continue to, move towards the next level and grow. And then when you are free, you can all come back. You can have an arrangement with them in such a way that after a certain time, you can come back and you can pick this up and take this forward. So that opportunity is there. And we can advise you on that. We can guide you and we can connect you with the right people. Now, do you have any questions to, now this is a international, challenge, international, idea and solution. That's why I invited you to participate in the gift program today. And so do you have any questions on the table for the gift organizers?
We don't have any such questions as of now at this moment. But then we really want... Yeah, please.
Go ahead, Ma. Go ahead.
Okay. So when we come up with plans like this, and if we want to take it to the next level, right? My question is, when it comes to starting this off, right? What is your first suggestion? Like I'm asking everybody, like, what is your first suggestion as to how do we move forward from this? We have, all of us have different ideas, but I'm pretty sure, like, there is some, not, I don't know if it's a standard way, but basically, how do we get started off with this? Like, what is your suggestion?
Well, what we can do is we can all get together, discuss, and come up with a working model that starts, that helps us implement this process in the communities and start generating ideas. Then, I'm sorry, generating revenues. And once the revenue generation happens, then that will attract investors. So once you have a initial level of investment coming into your company, then we can go to, a potential partner maybe who can continue to work on this, build on this, and take it to the next level. Then you can be involved as you see fit and as your time permits. Then once that matures, then you can come back and take over. This is the process I'm thinking, but we can always talk to some business experts as well. I will be happy to connect you with them.
Right. Thank you so much, Geetha, ma'am.
Yeah, you're very welcome.
Thank you so much,
Thank you
ma'am.
so much, Siddharth. You were the leader of this thing, and I've been talking to you, and you have put the team together to come and participate today. Kudos, salute to you.
Our pleasure, ma'am. It is always glad to meet you. Always good to connect with you all. And thank you, the gift organization.
Yeah, her name is
Thanks a lot.
Julie Shively. She's right
Thank you,
here.
Julie.
Yes, you're welcome. Thank you for presenting.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. So thank you, guys. So now, friends, I have a slightly older, gentleman who is going to come and talk to us about his entrepreneurial journey. And he has completed his graduation in the college, and he is working with us. He's one of our team members at the GiGa Innovation Center. I'm delighted to invite Suresh Kumar. Julie, do you have Suresh Kumar?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm delighted to invite Suresh Kumar. He is the Investor Relations Associate at GiGa Innovation Center. He joined us about a year and a half ago. And he's also a successful entrepreneur in his own right. So he has started a couple of companies recently. After joining GiGa, he got inspired and he started growing them on the side. So Suresh, welcome, and come online and please make your presentation.
Just a quick reminder, there's about 8 minutes left.
Yes.
Okay. Good job.
Hello, everyone. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes, you are.
Hello, everyone. My name is Suresh, and I'm the Investor Relations Associate at GiGa Innovation Center. So firstly, I would like to thank Ms. Julie Shively, co-founder, Global Innovation Field Trip, and Ms. Geetha Ramamurthy, CEO, GiGa Innovation Center, and governing board member, Tide Bangalore, for inviting me to this exciting conference to share my startup journey with a blended audience of all age groups. So I'm here to explain about my startup journey. So most of the people who are here are like, I need to run a startup, I need to balance it, I need to work on my team, I need to increase the sales. Even I had the same questions when I was pursuing my engineering. So I'm not like much older than you people. I'm like a little bit older, that's it, not much. So we thought of like starting, I thought of like starting this company called as IMPS. IMPS is abbreviated as Integrated Macro Problem Solvers. So I'm proud to announce that IMPS has partnered with the Sustainable Development Goals, a blueprint to achieve a better and more sustainable future to all, set up by the United Nations General Assembly in the year 2015 and are intended to be achieved by 2030. So most of you, the people will be like confused. What is IMPS? What does IMPS do? What does integrated problem solvers mean? So it's nothing but like, as I see each and every day, there are like thousands of ideas and thousands of bright ideas are being born, and a lot of the companies are not able to sustain their ideas for a longer duration. So that is where IMPS comes into the picture. So IMPS is nothing but a LinkedIn sort of a platform for students, innovators, investors, and entrepreneurs to collaborate, grow, and succeed. Because why I made this is each and every student who has a bright idea needs a bright mentor or an advisor or an investor in order to grow further. So IMPS is a global platform where you can find like rich investors who can invest in rich ideas. This is the main intention of IMPS. So this company was not only is like not a very old company. This company just started like a year back. So it was started in February 2021. And I'm happy to say that we reached a profitability in less than a year, which is 310 days. So with the help and guidance of mentor Ms. Geetha Ramamurthy and also her son, like Mr. Sham Ramamurthy. So they both played a major role in my company in order to bring it further. So now I'm proud to say that IMPS has over 2,000 active users from 32 different countries. I would like to give a short glimpse on what actually IMPS does. So I would like to share my screen. Is it audible now?
Yes, yes.
Collaboration, the action of working with someone to produce or create something. Collaboration is the process of two or more people, entities, or organizations working together to complete a task or achieve a goal. Collaboration is similar to cooperation and requires leadership. Teams that work together often access greater resources, recognition, and rewards. Structured methods of collaboration encourage introspection of behavior and communication. Such methods aim to increase the success of teams as they problem solve. It's a purposeful relationship in which all parties strategically choose to cooperate in order to accomplish one shared outcome.
Yes, guys, that is pretty much what IMPS does. So together, let's all build a sustainable future for all. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Suresh. That was wonderful. That was wonderful. Julie, you have any questions for Suresh?
I'm sure I would have many, but there's about 2 minutes left for you to close, Geetha. So
Yes.
I will, I know how to reach you.
Okay, I will close right now. So Suresh, thank you so much. And friends, I wish to take this opportunity to thank all presenters today. And a special thanks to Mr. Anand Kannan, Director of GIFT, who introduced me to Julie and Jake to start with. Anand believes that there is a great opportunity for all of us to work together and implement the GiGa Aspire Entrepreneur Program in schools across GIFT ecosystems. Julie and Jake, thank you so much for giving me this opportunity to participate in the GIFT Day today. Thank you all very much.
Very welcome.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. We'll be in touch
Thank
soon, Geetha. Thank you.
Yes, we will.